In 2022, Twitter was a company on the brink of collapse. Declining revenue, a stagnant user base, and internal turmoil painted a dire picture for the social media giant. With each passing quarter, the situation grew more desperate. Suddenly, a tweet from the world's richest man changed everything. But what seemed like a lifeline quickly descended into chaos. As the deal neared its conclusion on October 26th, just one day before the transaction to take Twitter private was finalized, Elon Musk, the maverick billionaire, dramatically entered Twitter's headquarters carrying a kitchen sink. He tweets, "Let that sink in," as he fires top executives, dissolves the board, and cuts half the workforce, throwing the company into turmoil. As Musk imposed drastic cost-cutting measures and overhauled policies on content moderation and free speech, Twitter's very foundation was shaken. Advertisers fled, users revolted, and the social media giant seemed on the brink of a complete breakdown. Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter was a disaster. Or was it? Founded in 2006, Twitter rapidly revolutionized real-time communication, becoming a global hub for news and social commentary. It played a pivotal role during major global events, but by 2022, its shine had tarnished. It was losing ground to competitors, internal turmoil was rampant, and its future looked bleak. Elon Musk, known for his transformative work with companies like Tesla and SpaceX, had always been an active figure on Twitter, but no one expected what came next. But how did Twitter, a platform once thriving with innovation, end up in such a precarious state? In early 2022, Twitter was facing a perfect storm of challenges that threatened its very survival. Once a pioneering platform for real-time communication, it now found itself struggling to keep pace with the rapidly evolving social media landscape. Twitter was losing the battle against emerging platforms like TikTok, which lured away users and ad revenue. A changing digital landscape and increased scrutiny over data privacy added to Twitter's woes. Internally, Twitter was a powder keg of anxiety. Employees were caught in a maelstrom of uncertainty as executives came and went. Policies were overturned, and the company's future hung in the balance. The platform was constantly criticized for how it handled misinformation, hate speech, and other forms of harmful content. Every decision seemed to either alienate users or draw fire from politicians and activists. Internally, debates raged over the best path forward, leading to indecision and frustration among staff. In addition to leadership instability, Twitter's struggles were exacerbated by a series of operational missteps. Changes to the platform's algorithm, intended to improve user engagement, often backfired. Users complained about their timelines being cluttered with irrelevant content, and many felt that Twitter had lost its core appeal as a place for real-time, personalized updates. Financially, Twitter was also faltering. Its quarterly earnings reports painted a grim picture: declining revenue, sluggish user growth, and a shrinking market share. The company's efforts to introduce new revenue streams, such as the subscription service Twitter Blue, failed to gain significant traction. With mounting losses and increasing pressure from investors, the company seemed to be running out of options. The platform that once thrived on innovation and user engagement was now struggling to find its footing in a competitive market. But with the company in turmoil, a dramatic intervention was about to unfold. Enter Elon Musk. On April 25, 2022, Elon Musk shocked the business world by announcing he had acquired a significant stake in Twitter and offered to buy the company for $44 billion. This bold move sent shockwaves through Twitter's board and the market. As negotiations dragged on, Musk's unpredictable tweets and public comments about the deal kept everyone on edge. The uncertainty was felt not just within Twitter, but across the tech and financial sectors. Finally, on October 27th, the deal to take Twitter private was finalized. For Musk, this marked the beginning of a bold transformation that Twitter desperately needed. He moved quickly, knowing that time was of the essence. Within days, he made the tough but necessary decision to let go of the top executives and dissolve the existing board. These were not just individuals, they represented a status quo that had led Twitter into stagnation. Cutting half the workforce was equally challenging, but it was essential for streamlining operations and focusing on innovation. These decisive actions were the foundation of his plan to revolutionize Twitter and bring it back to its former glory. Internally, the atmosphere was one of fear and uncertainty. Externally, advertisers fled, and users reacted with a mix of excitement and outrage. Musk's aggressive approach signaled a new era for Twitter, one filled with both potential and peril. Musk's radical actions left Twitter in turmoil. But were these bold moves the catalyst for a new beginning or the beginning of the end? Let's explore how these changes set the stage for Twitter's transformation. In the wake of the chaos, Musk began implementing his vision for Twitter's future. For him, it wasn't just about cutting costs or restructuring. It was about redefining Twitter's core identity and making it a bastion of free speech. In today's world, controversy has become the new currency. It's what drives engagement and keeps the conversation alive. He embraced this by pushing boundaries that others feared to cross. When stories surfaced about individuals getting sued for what they shared on Twitter, he stood by them, defending their right to speak freely. This approach wasn't merely about being provocative. It was about breaking the old rules and creating a platform where diverse voices could thrive. Controversy, in his eyes, wasn't something to shy away from, but a tool to reignite Twitter's relevance and spark renewed interest and activity on the platform. The initial results of his changes were mixed. User engagement showed promising signs of recovery as Twitter transformed into a dynamic hub of activity and debate. Yet, rebuilding trust with advertisers was a daunting challenge. Many were initially skeptical of the platform's new direction and its potential risks for brand safety. However, Musk was confident that, just like their initial hesitation with TikTok, advertisers would eventually recognize the value in Twitter's resurgence. When TikTok first burst onto the scene, advertisers were apprehensive. But once the growth numbers soared and the platform's influence became undeniable, they couldn't afford to stay out of the game. The same pattern was emerging with Twitter. As Twitter's user metrics improved and engagement flourished, he knew advertisers would see the opportunities they were missing. And they did start to return, understanding that in the evolving digital landscape, aligning with platforms driving strong user engagement is crucial. Despite the controversies, Musk's leadership brought about a certain resilience within the company. Twitter began to adapt to its new reality, embracing the changes and finding ways to innovate under Musk's bold leadership. As the dust settled, Twitter started to rebuild. Efforts to restore advertiser confidence and attract new users began to take shape. Musk's vision was clear: transform Twitter into a platform that not only survived, but thrived on open dialogue and innovation. As Twitter navigates its new reality under Musk, what are the key business principles behind these bold moves, and how can they be applied to your own business challenges? Elon Musk's strategy to steer Twitter through its crisis offers crucial lessons for any business leader. First, focus on your vision. During times of turmoil, a clear and unwavering vision empowers you to take bold and necessary actions, even if they're unpopular. Musk's determination to reshape Twitter into a lean and profitable entity guided his decisions despite widespread criticism. Second, preserve your brand identity, your why. As you navigate significant changes, staying true to your core values and purpose is vital. Musk's controversial stance on free speech reinforced Twitter's identity as a platform for open dialogue, highlighting the importance of aligning actions with your foundational principles. Lastly, lead with resilience through turmoil. Effective leadership in challenging times demands not just strategic foresight, but also the ability to sustain stability and morale across your team. Musk's drastic measures tested Twitter's resilience, but they also opened the door for adaptation and potential resurgence. These strategies, while disruptive, set the stage for Twitter's possible revival. They serve as powerful lessons for any business facing substantial challenges. If you're curious about how Musk managed to transform Twitter with a staggering 75% fewer employees, make sure you've subscribed to our channel. You won't want to miss our next video, where we'll delve into Parkinson's Law, a principle that explains how work expands to fill the time available for its completion. This insight will reveal the secrets behind Musk's efficiency strategy and how you can apply it to optimize your business operations. Remember, your business turnaround could be just a few smart decisions away. Join our mailing list for exclusive access to insider tips and strategies, your blueprints for success.